Oh, man. The excitement level just went through the roof in this arena. One half of Team Extreme.
The charismatic enigma about to grace the WWE Universe with his presence.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds.
A true daredevil in every sense of the word, Jeff Hardy is immune to fear.
Synonymous with tag team title reigns, a former United States champion, former world heavyweight champion. And what's amazing to think about, guys, is that the career of Jeff Hardy started at just the young age of 16 when he made his WWE debut.
And his opponent, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
Jeff Hardy with a great shot.
This will surely be a true mano-a-mano test. It's amazing. For more than 50 years, men and women have entered this ring. All in the name of greatness to see you as truly the best. I think when it's all said and done, we'll be talking about this match for a long time.
Well done. Just plants his face.
Cross body.
The crossbody lands. Look at Jeff Hardy's offense.
He's focusing on the face now.
The Miz looking a little stunned here.
This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
Yeah, but if you count him out now, guys, you'd be making a very big mistake. Mark my words.
Look at that height. Did you see that? That was amazing. He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
The Miz was able to get out of the way there.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Jeff Hardy's not going to finish this.
Oh, I think this man needs business.
Is that it? Is it over?
Jeff Hardy is in position. When this guy's on, look out. Oh, there's some good contact by Jeff Hardy.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Yeah, them locked in tight. Things are about to pick up, guys.
I love a good plot twist.
You guys remember The Miz's early WWE career back on ECW? He was a cocky up-and-comer on ECW, called himself the Chick Magnet.
Yeah, back then the only extreme things about The Miz were his extremely ugly shorts and faux hawk. But I have to concede that he did get the girls on that show for some strange reason.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Corey, you really undersold the powers of the Chick Magnet.
Jeff Hardy's not going to finish this.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
He ended here?
Has Jeff Hardy produced an end result?
He's going for it all.
Jeff Hardy's going for it.
One-ton bomb! Game, set, match. This one is over.
Real close. Too close for comfort.
He's still in this.
It was a magical moment at the 33rd WrestleMania when the ladder match for the Raw Tag Team titles turned into a fatal four-way. The WWE Universe erupted when suddenly the Hardy Boys music hit.
Oh, it was awesome, Michael. The Hardys returned to WWE on the grandest stage of them all and introduced themselves to their opponents like only the Hardys could, with furious, high-flying tandem offense.
I'm recalling what you gentlemen mentioned about how Jeff and Matt Hardy shocked the world, myself included, when they returned to WWE at WrestleMania to compete in the type of match they helped revolutionize. My ears have never heard a reaction like that.
Walking away with the Raw Tag Team Championship was further proof that even after an 8-year hiatus from WWE, the Hardys haven't missed a step.
Quick cover by Jeff Hardy. And he manages to get the shoulder up.
That's all right, Cole.
During Jeff Hardy's career, he's experienced great success as a singles competitor. Jeff is part of a small group of superstars who've accomplished the feat of becoming a Grand Slam champion.
And he's heading back in.
Neckbreaker after the... We know who that is.
These two absolutely detest each other.
Speaking of Jeff Hardy as a singles competitor, Michael, Jeff became a United States champion fairly recently to put him in that Grand Slam champions class, something we would have never expected a few years ago.
After an 8-year hiatus from WWE that saw Jeff compete on the independent scene, Hardy returned home to WWE, and
Jeff Hardy is in position.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Look at this. And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Hardy.
Here is your winner, Jeff Hardy.
And there's your winner via pinfall.
Hey, they both gave it their all, but in the end, we were left with the best man standing.
And what an incredible journey it has been to get to this WrestleMania moment. Absolutely.
the phenomenal AJ Styles.
When you talk about AJ Styles, the list of accomplishments is seen.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bobby Roode.
After that epic entrance, Bobby Roode has even more amazing tricks with his technical wrestling skills.
And I wouldn't at all be surprised if this match stole the show here tonight.
Bobby Roode looking good tonight. Truly worthy of the expensive robes he wears to the ring.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with a guy who shops at Suit City, but if these were fashion competitions, his opponents would have already lost.
Surprises him with that drop kick. Cinched it in. This will be the ultimate test to see if the cartilage will sustain this pressure and for how long. Oh, it's not going to be good. This is not going to be good. Executed perfectly. That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that blow. He's inflicting some serious pain here. This could stop AJ Styles for a while.
It might, but it probably won't.
Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
I know it's early, but he has to do everything in his power not to let this get out of hand.
What force on that slam. He's not looking like himself here, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Yeah, but he's got a very untraditional approach tonight, which includes spending a great deal of time outside the ring. That might help him in the long run.
We'll see. The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here. Whoa, Bobby Roode able to avoid damage.
Nice.
AJ Styles able to avoid damage there.
Such a technician.
He wants no part of the outside.
Great offense by AJ Styles.
That's not great, Cole. That's phenomenal.
That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
Not so fast. Inverted DDT.
Styles looks like he wants to do it all by himself.
He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him.
Oh, I think this man means business. He's on the defensive now. He doesn't want to let this match get out of control, guys.
This is where we find out who the better man is. And at this point, it could very well be either one of these guys. That's how close this thing is.
Uh-oh, he's got him set up here. Looking for the suplex. Nice move.
You know, guys, I can't think of too many superstars who have had an immediate impact upon arriving here.
Bobby Roode set his spine buster.
Got all of that one, that's for sure.
AJ Styles with a nice reversal. To Byron's point about Bobby Roode's immediate impact, it's likely because Roode has spent his entire career readying himself for the big time of the WWE.
And during that time, he shared the ring with some of the best ever. I'm talking about Ric Flair, AJ Styles, even Sting.
This is going to be big, one way or another.
AJ Styles may have it. Got the shoulders down, and AJ Styles powers out.
It's way too early.
Check out Bobby Roode's offense.
Here's the cover. A kick out. This one's not over yet.
Not even close.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Gloriously delivered. A fisherman's suplex.
He might have just ended this.
Digging deep for a kick out.
And the match continues.
AJ Styles is getting ready. What a reversal by AJ Styles.
But he's got to capitalize now.
This kind of offense he's known for.
Guys, not sure how much more Bobby Roode can take.
We're finding out.
There's a good chance he can't recover from this.
Well, on the plus side, he's not the only one in that ring struggling for air right now.
Oh, AJ Styles may have...
Oh, a flying forearm.
On the mark.
Wow, let's see that again.
Man, he is simply a walking highlight reel.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? Whether you like it or not, there's the match right there.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh, this is going to be good.
And from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe.
One of the baddest dudes to ever play the game. The first two-time NXT champion. A world-traveled, world-class competitor. One of the most well-rounded athletes sports entertainment's ever encountered.
Yeah, the scenery may have changed in Samoa Joe's career, but the attitude is still the same. Samoa Joe does what he wants, when he wants.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict.
Hello, whoever joined my broadcast. Welcome to my channel. I am Sniping Teddy Bear. How are you doing? If there's anybody in the broadcast. Oh, dude, next week is Red Dead Redemption 2. Super pumped. Pop.
What's going to happen? I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Somebody's ego is going to be severely bruised after this submission match, guys. Nobody ever. Ouch.
Submission time.
He's losing his grip, Michael.
Great job breaking the hold there.
Good thing, too. That could have been ugly, Michael.
Straight jacket lock. Boom! German suplex. Back between the ropes. Here we go. AJ Styles setting up. AJ Styles. We're back to this form of attack.
Styles can finish.
No question, he's feeling invincible right now.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Hello, welcome. Says there's two people. There's a random person there.
AJ Styles is getting ready.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
And he fights his way free.
He's got to be working on instinct right now, Cole.
Before he ever set foot in WWE, Samoa Joe is a world-traveled veteran, racking up championships in promotions across the globe.
And before WWE, the Samoan submission machine had already done battle with the likes of John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and...
Here we go. AJ Styles setting up.
Styles Clash!
Styles can finish the job here.
But now, can AJ Styles capitalize?
We touched a bit on Samoa Joe's storied career. Despite his pedigree, the thought of Joe entering a WWE ring seemed to be he somehow breaks free.
Nice, but he clearly has next to nothing left to give here.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
No, he breaks out of it.
But does he have enough energy left to get back on the offensive?
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
He's capable of turning it on, but he's got to make sure he doesn't fade fast.
Uranagi!
Man, oh man. This one is over.
I understand the fucking, what is it, the tower thing. But I don't like submission matches. They're boring as shit. That's on Legends difficulty? Fuck. I hate this fucking song.
I've never had it easy in WWE. I've had injuries.
You've had a lot of
I was
injuries.
released twice, and just when I had scratched and clawed my way to the top, my in-ring career was over. I could have sat at home, satisfied with what I accomplished, but I decided that's not how I wanted my story to end. I wanted to show myself, my family, and anyone who's gone through adversity in life that you need to take on whatever challenges you face and fight for your dreams. Well, we might as well get on the Daniel Bryan bandwagon.
The return of Daniel Bryan. Oh my god, Velocity? I haven't seen that fucking place, that stage in years.
Right after I graduated high school, I moved from Washington down to Texas to train at Shawn Michaels School. It wasn't too long after that I was signed by WWE. When I first got signed by WWE in 2000, I had no idea really what to expect. Most of the guys on TV had been wrestling for years and years, and at that point I'd only been wrestling for 6 months. Since I was still really new to all this, I was sent to hone my craft at WWE's developmental territory, which at the time was in Memphis. Luckily, William Regal was a trainer there, and he helped me out a lot. So with the WWE contract and Hall of Fame trainers, Bryan Danielson was on the fast track to success, right? No, not quite. I was released in 2001, the first time I was released by WWE. It was really hard, actually, because I really didn't know what to do. William Regal told me this is a chance to learn. This is a chance to go travel the world, find who you are as a wrestler, and find who you are as a person. So I went back to the Indies and touring in Japan. But soon after that, in 2003, Bryan Danielson made his triumphant return to WWE. Well, sort of. Bryan Danielson from Aberdeen, Washington. I returned for some one-off matches on WWE's weekend shows. Sunday Night Heat and Velocity. I like this too. Look at that. Nice monkey flip. Well, you know this Bryan Danielson is a very accomplished young man. We've seen him in the past, and he's very, very good. I didn't really have a goal other than it was good exposure on TV. And one of these matches happened to be against a young up-and-comer named John Cena. Surely, this would be my big break, right?
Welcome, everybody, to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Oh, the strength. The human body can only absorb so much of that. How impressive was that? Just sending your foe crashing.
Alright, I don't know if I can turn on the goddamn crowd. They're just fucking ridiculously loud.
To the canvas.
Welcome, everybody, to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Well executed.
He lets it go. Yeah, I wonder why.
Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the poor, powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John.
Absolutely not. Cover here.
And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down.
Oh, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson.
Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again, and Danielson able to reverse and send Cena flying. Incredible sequence.
Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
We say is sometimes there's no replacement for brute force.
Damaging.
John Cena is showing his strength during the early going, getting the upper hand on Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's got some technical skill, but he's starting to be overwhelmed.
We've got to cover.
John Cena got him there.
And he kicks out.
Too soon.
He's displaying classic offense here.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, my goodness, crushing it. He's got the shoulders down. This one's not over yet.
Too soon.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting. This guy's a machine.
He slams him down with authority.
I think Cena is a little surprised by the offense of this relative unknown.
Cena's new attitude may have made him overlook Danielson, but if he refocuses, he should easily take control back here.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Got the reversal. And he lands a powerful German suplex. Oh, he's such a tough target.
When this guy's on, look out.
We're seeing that trademark ruthless aggression from John Cena, and it's overwhelming Danielson.
Danielson isn't used to the big stage, guys. Cena's got buster.
Thunderous. Incredible.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
John Cena makes the cover. And the shoulders up in time.
He can withstand a lot more punishment, I can promise you that.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
Strong impact from Bryan Danielson.
Panic starting to set in for Cena. This could be a huge upset right here.
I've seen shades of Razor Ramon on Raw in 1993, guys. A high-flying nobody is about to beat one of WWE's best.
Cena is too distracted by Brock Lesnar on the horizon. He's got to focus on surviving this match.
That's it. It's over. It's over. He's inflicting some serious pain.
Can he score the pin? John Cena with the offense. Oh, that was a close call.
With all the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take.
Oh, and he reverses it. He hits a nasty uppercut. A maneuver like that is a great way to turn the tables.
Great offense.
The cover. He's making a statement here. He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
Now that's how you make a statement.
Submission time. Whoa, this is surprising, Byron.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he would let him out right there.
Yes, and Bryan Danielson may have just closed the book on this one.
Can he finish him off here?
And there's the cover. 2 and a near fall.
Wow, John Cena somehow finds the strength. I guess nothing he does should surprise me.
If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
And now John Cena looking to take over. Looking up, put Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got him. Cena with the win over Bryan Danielson.
Here's your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Got to be impressed with Cena tonight.
We're on.
The inaugural episode of NXT, the World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life. But that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take
cover here. He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. A thunderous elbow shot.
The Dragon Screw takes him down. Some serious damage to the back of the neck. I've got to say, I'm surprised to see Bryan actually testing the champion here a bit. It must be the inspiration from The Miz that's propelling this offense. With this being the first night of NXT, the whole purpose of this show is to find the next breakout star, the next main eventer. In my mind, in my estimation, Daniel Bryan did not start off on the right foot.
No, he didn't, but I love this whole concept, Cole. It's trial by fire. We have the opportunity to get some real insight into the personality, or lack thereof, of 8 NXT rookies looking to achieve a WWE dream.
The force on that impact was unreal, guys.
He's flipped the switch, that's for sure.
He's going for the pin.
And Chris Jericho gets the shoulder up.
Too soon.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
You know, Daniel Bryan comes out here. There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
Wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What's this guy doing? Daniel Bryan, suicide dive, right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking?
Back in from the floor.
Guys, you're getting ahead of yourself. There's going to be some sort of miracle.
Oh, boy.
See, I told you.
Oh, boy.
This one's over now. Roll him into the walls of Jericho. Tap him out, Chris.
Bryan's trying to fight it.
Rolls through. What a counter by the technician, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, my God.
Heel hook is in.
Jericho's in trouble.
Jericho tried it. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap?
He may have no choice.
He made it to the bottom rope.
You've got to be impressed, Michael, for what we're seeing from Daniel Bryan.
Did he win yet, Byron?
Daniel Bryan thinks he...
Oh, breaker!
You can't allow a veteran like Jericho any time to recover.
You're right, Corey. That was a rookie move. And now he's going to pay for it, Byron.
That very well may be the case, Michael.
This loser's going to lose again. Lion Tamer.
Can Bryan hold on?
Tap out, nerd.
You got your wish, Cole. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his protege, and now Miz a little bit of tough love here.
Whoa, tough love? Give me a break.
Tough love.
This is ridiculous.
Miz is obviously frustrated with his star pupil.
Oh, yeah, so you're frustrated, so that's okay. Now you can beat him up?
Yeah, start winning some matches, then you won't get beat up anymore.
That's ridiculous.
What disrespect me? Huh? I'm a champion.
Miz has lost his mind.
Lying on his back, looking at the lights again. targeting the chest area. The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start.
Clearly on a mission here.
To the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Dropped by a clothesline.
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star, and Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes for a pretty interesting confrontation.
He's trying to mangle his face here. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Daniel Bryan always thought he was better than The Miz, but just look at what he's done since dumping Daniel Bryan. He's defending the United States Championship on pay-per-view, formed a tag team with Chris Jericho, and defeated 7 men to win Money in the Bank.
Hey, and that's impressive, but if Daniel Bryan was given those same kind of opportunities, he could be a tag team champion and a Money in the Bank winner.
The champion into the cover! Byron, you really ticked me off with that comment about The Miz being, yes, yes, The Miz wins! The Miz wins!
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz!
Daniel Bryan.
He hits a huge elbow drop. The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in the SummerSlam main event, and then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, The Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get The Miz moved to SmackDown Live, you know, this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, going to the top, high risk. Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat, he doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
Oh my gosh, who cares what Daniel Bryan eats or watches or what his dog's name is? He's great in the ring, and
and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
Oh, and he dodges out of the way.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
Drop kick.
Daniel Bryan looking to attack from high.
Even though Daniel Bryan did not have the best track record as an NXT rookie, I think a win tonight would make Daniel Bryan worthy of being a WWE NXT Pro. Don't you think?
If Daniel Bryan ever becomes an NXT Pro, then there's a 1% chance I'll continue doing that show. Look, nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, shoulder breaker.
Daniel Bryan took the Miz's spot at SummerSlam last month, and if he keeps this up, he'll take the U.S. title too.
Byron, the Miz is the future of the WWE. He has to win tonight.
Keep your eye on this one.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that the Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating the Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
Big O, what an insane move by Daniel Bryan.
This is all but over.
The Miz...
The bell lock is in.
Got all of that one, that's for sure. Let me tell you, that can cause some serious injury.
The two of you brought up Miz's former partnerships, and can I just point out the common element between Bryan and the Miz's old tag partners? Just like Bryan, they were all jealous of the Miz. We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe. Look at the Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's LaBelle lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between the Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in the SummerSlam main event, and then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, the Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get the Miz moved to SmackDown Live, you know, this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years.
Great offense by the Miz. Oh, I think this man means business. There it is. And with ligaments being tested, you have to wonder how long this can go on.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Nice job by the Miz.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Oh, there's an elbow drop. Well-executed arm drag.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. And that briefcase is a near-guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan hasn't won a title here yet, but he's only been on the roster for 8 months. Give him time.
The two of you discussed Miz's longer title reign resume than Daniel Bryan, but I have to point out that Daniel Bryan just did something Miz hasn't done yet. He main evented SummerSlam.
I mean, come on, Daniel Bryan stole that spot at SummerSlam after John Cena begged The Miz to join his team. Also, when The Miz wins here and then cashes in later tonight, he'll have plenty of main events in his future.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
Oh, what incredible power!
Look out! I just cannot believe the disrespect The Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? That The Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my pro.
You on NXT? It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. And can you believe that impact? And a quick kick out from The Miz.
Not yet. Too early. The majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Corey, that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan.
Pinfall attempt here from Daniel Bryan. And he lands the slam. I can't believe that Daniel Bryan even has a championship match here tonight. He basically quit NXT, becoming the first person eliminated. He is nothing more than a loser, like you, Saxton.
Well, I agree with the end there, Cole, but the elimination may have been a blessing in disguise. While the rest of the NXT performers formed a nexus, Daniel Bryan stood against their injustices in the main event of SummerSlam.
The Miz with a nice reversal.
We discussed Daniel Bryan's last place finish on NXT back when he was on that show. Boy, am I glad he didn't win. Can you imagine this nerd in the main event WWE Championship match tonight the NXT winner earned?
I can easily imagine it. Despite your thoughts, I believe that Daniel Bryan has many more main events in his future.
I believe Daniel Bryan is a strong...
Watch it. Miz. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
I'm not sure how much he has left. The mood has definitely changed inside this arena.
Daniel Bryan with a slick reversal.
You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan never could have won NXT. He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only quit because he would have been eliminated soon. Anyway...
Michael, all it takes is one win to change your fortune. And Daniel Bryan looks likely to get that win tonight. Miz is doing all he can to damage Daniel Bryan, to negate that dangerous LeBell Lock.
I don't want to negate more than that. Bryan has submissions we haven't seen for years in WWE. Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of...
What happens if the Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
Could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at the Miz fight back. What a warrior.
No! Great wherewithal from the Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Oh, no!
Just like that, the Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. He could do it here. Yes! Yes! The Miz wins! The Miz wins!
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
The Miz with the offense. Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States Champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's LeBell Lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States Champion.
Miz was saving himself.
Daniel Bryan really got the Miz's bad side when he took the A-lister SummerSlam spot, and then the Miz's United States title 1 month...
Nicely done.
Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States Champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's LeBell Lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States Champion.
Miz was saving himself.
Nicely done, snap suplex.
So quick.
I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. The guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high-pressure matches.
What has happened to you, Corey? You've turned into another Saxton. Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was also trained by The Miz. Quite frankly, Bryan should have listened to The Miz more, and maybe he would have won NXT.
Nice job by The Miz.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan. The clothesline finds the mark. You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan never could have won NXT. He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only quit because he would have been eliminated soon. Anyway,
Michael, all it takes is one win to change your fortune. And Daniel Bryan looks likely to get that win tonight.
Russian leg sweep.
Nicely done. Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack. Even though Daniel Bryan did not have the best track record as an NXT rookie, I think a win tonight would make Daniel Bryan worthy of being a WWE NXT Pro. Don't you think?
If Daniel Bryan ever becomes an NXT Pro, then there's a 1% chance I'll continue doing that show. What kind of weirdo would ever take advice from Daniel Bryan? That would be like a young announcer learning from you, Byron. Going all the way up. Oh, gutbuster.
Evisceration.
So damaging. I don't want to know what that feels like. Rip it in the eyes and the face.
Von Erich-esque. The majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Corey, that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan than they do The Miz.
Relate to Daniel Bryan? How can you relate to a guy who doesn't own a TV or eat meat? And Daniel Bryan avoids the early pin.
Gonna take more than that.
Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. That briefcase is a near-guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan hasn't won a title here yet, but he's only been on the roster for 8 months. Give him time.
The two of you discussed Miz's longer title reign resume than Daniel Bryan, but I have to point out that Daniel Bryan just did something Miz hasn't done yet. He main evented SummerSlam.
I mean, come on, Daniel Bryan stole that spot at SummerSlam after John Cena begged The Miz to join his team. Also, when The Miz wins here and then cashes in later tonight, he'll have plenty of main events in his future. Up the turnbuckle goes Daniel Bryan.
Bryan is not playing right now.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like... Got him good with a neck breaker.
Victory is on the horizon.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. And Bryan gets the shoulder up.
That's why Bryan's considered a wrestling genius out there.
Great offense by The Miz. The Miz with the offense. Perfect timing on that Hurricane Rana.
Daniel Bryan took the Miz's spot at SummerSlam last month, and if he keeps this up, he'll take the U.S. title too.
Byron, The Miz, here's a cover, right on his neck and back. And it's The Miz able to stop the count.
Too soon. Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into...
He's got his eyes set on his chest. Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. And he's the United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in the SummerSlam main event, and then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, The Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get The Miz moved to SmackDown Live, you know this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. I can't tell you how many victims have suffered the same fate. Clearly on a mission here. His chest may be black and blue after this.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Got the leg. The Dragon Screw takes him down. Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat. He doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
Oh my gosh, who cares what Daniel Bryan eats or watches or what his dog name is? He's great in the ring, and for the record, he showed a lot of personality when he called you out after his NXT elimination.
Please, I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
The Miz is on the attack.
This might be it.
Oh my.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that the Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating the Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. These acrobatics are absolutely astounding.
The two of you brought up Miz's former partnerships, and can I just point out the common element between Bryan and the Miz's old tag partners? Just like Bryan, they were all jealous of the Miz.
Oh, I think this man means business. Daniel Bryan looking to attack from high. Look at this.
And he connects with the missile dropkick. Shoulders on the mat.
And Miz kicks out.
That's all right, Cole.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Extremely dangerous. Stretch here.
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen.
Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big. Focusing on the legs now.
Now that's what I call making a statement. Bodies are not supposed to bend that way.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes for a pretty interesting confrontation.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
The Miz is doing all he can to damage Daniel Bryan, to negate that dangerous label lock.
I don't want to negate more than that. Bryan has submissions we haven't seen for...
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
Can he finish the job?
Daniel Bryan, shoulders on the mat. This guy's a competitor. He's not going down yet.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
And it's Bryan showing some agility.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Well, what happens if the Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
It could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top.
And he goes for the pin!
And Daniel Bryan kicks out.
Only thing I can say is yes! Yes! Somehow Daniel Bryan is staying in it!
The Miz's grasp on the United States Championship is slowly slipping away.
No! Miz can't lose here tonight! Not like this!
Oh, going for it! Going for it!
Lapel lock! The lapel lock is in!
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
submission specialist, Daniel Bryan.
Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
The championship is in serious jeopardy, guys. That's one of the more impressive submissions in today's sports entertainment.
What a German suplex, guys.
The Miz was able... Elbow drop. Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself.
Daniel Bryan really got the Miz's bad side when he took the A-lister SummerSlam spot, and then the Miz's United States title 1 month later.
Well, the rivalry exploded a half-decade later when The Miz ranted against SmackDown Live General Manager Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack.